I want to show the similarities between jiu-jitsu and wrestling, and one of the biggest similarities is the way that a wrestler will put their boots in or leg ride, and the similarities between that and a jiu-jitsu guy putting their hooks in and holding the seatbelt. Okay, so the first, it will show what they do with it in wrestling. All right, so in wrestling, like this is called the single boot or one boot, and it goes across the shin, and a lot of times they're making pressure with this foot and they're looking for a way to put their opponent on their back. So right here is like a kind of a classic banana split in jiu-jitsu, if I could attack the groin right here. And some people will call this like a twister, but in wrestling we've been using this move for years. Okay, and then in jiu-jitsu, all right, when we put our legs in, all right, we're looking for our seat belt. And in wrestling you can't lock your hands, or at least in folk style wrestling you can't lock your hands like this. All right, and we're looking to kind of break someone down and put our other boot in and look to work the choke, okay? So if Tony puts his boot in, I'll do the same escape that I've been doing in wrestling, which is a shoulder trap, to escape someone having my back, as I would in wrestling or in jiu-jitsu. Okay, so Tony has my back. Tony has my back, okay? And the first thing, of course, I want to prioritize protecting my neck. So I get my opposite thumb in front of the choking hand or the top hand. All right, we're here, okay? In this situation, he has double boots, all right? So we're gonna just explain it, yeah, from double boots. So I use the same thing in wrestling, right? I'm trying to keep my back connected to his chest, and we're gonna start to control this arm, all right? This is the arm that he would choke with, all right? So I'm getting in front of this arm, and I'm pinching the other one. So we're gonna turn, and I'm gonna try to get my shoulder in his armpit. So my shoulder is gonna go in his armpit. So as I turn, I'm gonna look and lift my arm up, and that creates a pinch. So my head is going down and my arm is going up, and I'm pinching, okay? And then when I'm ready, I'll start to switch my hand. Okay, turn. Shoulder is trapped now. Okay, he has his boots in, but I just make sure I try to keep his shoulder trapped. He's probably gonna try to turn me and get me, but I'm just prioritizing keeping his shoulder trapped. Now I'll do a knee switch. So if I get one leg out, let's say I'm having a little problems, I'll turn in and I'll get this in front, and then I'll get my bottom leg out, okay? Or let's just say I'm able to just get this leg out. What I'll do is I'll tap this knee on the ground, and I'll lift this knee up, and I'll just keep doing that until there's enough space for my arm to come out. All right, so let's just show it one more time. Someone has your back, shoulder trap escape. We'll do the other side. All right, so shoulder trap escape. Once again, the opposite hand is coming in front of the wrist. All right, I'm gonna turn my head. I'm gonna look to pull and get my armpit underneath his shoulder, okay? I'm gonna pull this arm down and drive my shoulder up, turn my head, all right, here, and I'm gonna trap his shoulder on the mat. I'll switch my hands so that I have more pressure on that shoulder. And look, I'm looking towards it to keep it pinched, okay? And he's probably gonna be doing a lot of trying to maneuver a lot right here, okay? Now I can walk back towards him and get this foot in front, and that's usually the easiest way. So I get this foot in front, I'll kick it out, all right? And then I'll slide my knee through. Look hard into him as you escape. Look hard into him as you escape. Hand comes across the chest. And now instead of fighting that old traditional way where they're trying to get to the mount, right? So you probably all been taught how to escape. Let's scoot a little bit. How to escape by falling this way, driving up, pushing this knee, and then they come to the mount, or yeah, you're fighting, you know, trying to fight. Oh, but you escaped the back. So that's good, but now I have to escape the mount or try to sweep or beat the guy up. Instead, when they're connected here, thumb is in, okay? I'm gonna lift and start to pinch, getting my shoulder underneath, looking to pull this arm down, driving my shoulder like I'm really trapping his shoulder on the mat right here. Foot comes out. Go look really hard. I look really hard. Escape. Shoulder trap, back escape. If you're a wrestler, you learned it already. You can still do it. And if you're new to jiu-jitsu and you want a better back escape, give this one a try.